Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome back to Beauty Over 70 with Lee. I am so happy you came back to visit me today. And in today's video, I have got some little tips for you to share. Things that we have all heard, and we just need to be reminded of those 10 little tips that can make you, in your cosmetics, that can keep you healthy and keep you from having problems and even keep you from getting sick. Yes, it can actually keep you from getting sick. So I'm going to share my 10 tips with you today. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you. I'm Lee, and my channel is Beauty Over 70 with Lee. And I'm trying to get my basement kind of backdrop set up. I'm still working on it. So if you watch my last video, my last couple videos, I have changed from my bedroom that I use as a closet, as my makeup table and everything is up there. I have converted downstairs to the basement. To the basement. So I'm trying to get a backdrop set up to where it'll make it very soothing and very relaxing. I know it does to me because I have my beach photographs over there on that, and I chose something that was kind of a canvas that would not distract and cause glare on my camera lens. And I have my palm going over there, so I've got to get a few more things in the back to make it a little bit more eye-pleasing. So just bear with me as I work through this transition. And I welcome you to subscribe. If you like what you see today, I welcome you to subscribe to my channel. Just hit that subscribe button and just come on, follow along with me, and I'll take you on my journey, and we'll just see what we can get into. How does that sound? Okay, again, 10 little tips that can really, if you'll practice these are things that you have heard. You've heard many times, but if you'll just practice them, and just good common sense, just a reminder about these little things that can keep you from getting health issues on your face, around your body, and even from getting sick. So here we go. Let's get this thing rocking. The first item that everything comes to mind. It's raining here today, and when I done my hair, it's kind of already fallen in my eyes. I'm in the South, and the humidity, and it's just pouring rain here today. So here we go. The first thing we always think about when we think about issues that we run into in the cosmetics that we put on our face is mascara. And the first thing I'm going to add up is mascara. And this just happens to be one of my favorite Essence mascaras that I pulled. And I have several, but this is definitely one of my favorite mascaras. And I use the Princess Lash. It's the false lash effect. But I'm not demonstrating mascara today. I just wanted to remind everybody, when you use mascara, only use it 3 months. Get rid of your mascara, ladies. Get rid of it. If you've used it past 3 months, don't say, oh, I can pump a little bit more. You know how we do. We can pump a little bit more and we can get more. But don't do that. You will get eye infections, and it will absolutely cause you problems. You will pay at the doctor. You will suffer. As working in the beauty skincare industry as I have for many years, this is something that all of us know. It's not somebody in my profession that knows this. All of us know to change our mascara every 90 days, every 3 months. And as a reminder, just put a little tag on the bot. Put a what color your mascara is. Take a magic marker and mark it. Date it so you'll know, so you don't end up with an eye infection. So change your mascara every 90 days. That's a big, if you'll practice this, you know, you'll take care of your eyes and you will not end up at the eye doctor with eye infections. So just practice that. Okay. All right, that's something that everybody knows, but I just wanted to remind you. And the next thing I want to remind you of is we all forget to do it. I go through my dressing table and I clean things periodically all the time. But I wanted to remind everybody to clean your eyelash curlers. Clean your eyelash curlers. This just happens to be mine, and the little rubber tip there, the little rubber tip, you want to replace that often, and you want to just take, what I do is I take you can buy these little alcohol pads that come like that they rub on when you're going to give you an injection at the doctor. They just strip that off. You can buy those. I just go on alcohol along that. Take that off and replace it, or just go along it. Do the, excuse me, I dropped it. I apologize for that. But anyway, just clean your eyelash curlers, ladies, because if you don't, that is going to build up contamination and you're going to end up with eye infections. So keep those eyelash curlers clean. And you will have less problems down the road. You won't have to see your eye doctor as much. Okay. And the next thing, we're moving right along to number 3. Those of you that wear false eyelashes, that's a big iffy. I wear false eyelashes. I don't have them on today. I've been having a lot of eye issues, and in the South with pollen and all that. I've touched on that before. I don't have eyelashes on today. I just have mascara on today. So, and have my eyes done lightly today, but I do wear false eyelashes when I'm filming most of the time. So none of us, I don't believe, take a pair of eyelashes, false eyelashes, and this just happens to be the Ardell, the brand that I wear, and the natural is what I wear. That is what I like. And it fits for me. I do have to trim them, ladies, to fit. But what I'll do is I'll peel that glue back and I will clean it, and then I will put it back, and I'll wear it several times before I replace and get a new one. I can get several wears out of it. I can't really guesstimate how many wears I can get out of it, but I can get a few with TLC. So just reminding you on the false eyelashes, to keep them nice and clean and take good hygiene, because they will cause you eye issues. And I think that's one of the things that we touch on, I'm wanting to touch on, and most of us touch on when we talk about cosmetics and eye issues. I have a hair that's driving me crazy here, so excuse me just a moment. There, I apologize. Okay, but if you're just working with the eyes, I think most of us have problems. They have problems around the face. It is the eyes. And I want to remind you too, for those of you that wear the lash extensions, I used to wear them for many, many years. And with the eye issues that I have now, I can no longer wear them because my eye doctor says, no, 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 you can't do that. But when I did wear them, I would get in there and I would put baby shampoo on my fingers when I would clean my face at the sink or in the shower, and I did with the baby shampoo, and I would just rub and massage and rub and massage and keep them nice and clean for you ladies that do wear the lash extensions, because if you don't, you're going to end up with, there's all kinds of infections you can get in your eye. You get mites, there's if you research this, like I know in my skincare career, you can get mites, you can get all kinds of issues. So keep the lash extensions clean if you're going to wear them, because you'll have to have them taken off and have problems. So just a reminder about the lash extensions. Like I said, I don't have them on. I just have on a little bit of mascara today, but that's just a little reminder. And moving right along to number 4 is the eye pencils. We're still on the eyes. We're still talking about eye pencils. You don't think about it when you use an eye pencil and you get one, you say that baby's going to last forever. It's going to last forever. But if it's outdated, it's going to cause you problems. It's going to keep it clean. Just take it and wind it up. If the retractable kind, just kind of keep the tip clean, and just kind of take a tissue and spits a little alcohol or something and keep that clean. You know, like at a tester. For those of you that use testers in, say, Ulta or Sephora or any big department store that has a lot of cosmetics, they have the testers out. Well, you'll see people just going in there and putting on anything, but you're going to end up with problems if you do. So it's the same thing with your own beauty products at home. If you will just take a little, retract it out, take a little alcohol, spritz it on there. I have a little spritzer thing on there, and just wipe it off. Keep it good and clean. You'll have less problems. So just a reminder, that is tip number 4. Okie doke. Let's see, I'm looking at my notes here. Number 5 is our sponges and beauty blenders. Our makeup sponges that we use on our face. The beauty blenders that we use around our face, they'll pick up contamination, keep them clean. And I always do mine. I always have a little container that when I get finished with it, I will just put it in there, and I have soil or dirty. You know, I think I have dirty, and I know that's dirty. I know when it gets a few in there to clean it and let them dry, you know. So just keep those nice and clean, and you'll have less problems, ladies. Just a reminder, keep them clean. This particular one is a velour, and I use this for my Laura Mercier powder, and I really like this. This is, it's got a flat tip, and I really like that. It's for the powder, but it's a new one that I picked up. So that hair drives me crazy. Okay, keep them clean. That's number 6. Okay, and number 7 is going to be old cosmetics. Old cosmetics that are expired, get rid of them. Get rid of them if they're expired. When we go to the grocery store, we're not going to buy food that has an expiration date on it. I know I'm not going to, because I know I'm going to have problems and I'm going to get sick, and I don't want to get sick. So nobody, we don't buy expired food, we don't eat that, we don't use expired medicine, because we're going to have problems and get sick. It's the same thing with our cosmetics, ladies. It really is. Don't say, oh, I paid $50 for that, or I paid $10 for that. You know, I'm going to use the rest of it. I'm going to get my money's worth. Well, you might, and then some, because just use common sense. If it's expired, maybe if a little bit, couple of weeks or something like that, I don't think you're going to die. But don't let it go rancid and use it where you have problems. The one I pulled actually just happens to be the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream, and I use this a lot. This is one of my favorite moisturizers. But what I do is on the bottom of the container, and this is I'll show you this, if you can see that up close. That is, I think I've got 9/22. That September of this year, that expires. So I'm going to make sure that I use that before September of this year. If it's outdated, get rid of it. And another thing I want to remind you of as well is the creams or the makeups, the cosmetic creams that we put on our face, makeup that you have to dip in. If you dip in there with your fingers, you're contaminating that product. So a product that I use to do mine, little things that I use are spatulas. And this little thing here is just a little tiny, tiny spatula that I picked up at Ulta. No, I'm sorry, not Ulta, Amazon. I ordered these from Amazon. And when I go right into my product, I'll dip right in there with that, and I'll get a little bit with the spatula, and I'll put it there, and then that spatula will go in a soil, and see, I'll rub it in like I'm doing on the back of my hand here. And I will put that in a little soil container. So what that does, that when it gets a few in there, they get washed. They don't only get washed with cleaner. I put just a little bit. I'll maybe put just a few drops of bleach in there, and I will wash these little spatulas. You don't have to throw them away every time. They are washable. Like I said, I put a little detergent, maybe a few drops of Dawn, and a few drops of bleach, and that will absolutely clean them up. Let them dry. They're good to go again. But I don't take that same spatula and dip it back into that same product or another product, because you're contaminating everything. So that's just a reminder. And these little spatulas that I get off of Amazon, they're called P-A-N-A. Can you see that? They're called Pana. I think that's how you pronounce Pana, P-A-N-A. I get them from Amazon. They come in this nice little, small little container, and I believe there's 50 in here. Let me see. There's 100 in here. So they do go a long way. They're 100, and they're not very pricey. And I'll list this. This is the name of them, and they're little gray spatulas, and they come in a little container that keeps everything nice and clean. So that is what I use, and I'm passing it on to you ladies. Okay, so let's see what else is on our list. I can't forget this one. We all do this a few times a day. And this just happens to be something that is our toothbrush. Reminder to change your toothbrushes, as the dentist says, every 3 months. Change that toothbrush. And if you're sick, you've been sick, change your toothbrush, because there's germs on there. This just happens to be a Oral-B toothbrush that I keep these in case company, or in case something goes wrong with my electric. I do use a Sonicare toothbrush, but I do keep these for company or whatever, just in case something goes wrong. I gotta have tons of toothbrushes. We all get them when we get our teeth cleaned. And so just change your toothbrush every 3 months, like the dentist says. Okay, and the next item that I've got my microphone there, and I know when I chose this outfit today, I really didn't. I thought, oh, what was I thinking? When I hooked on my Rode microphone, I thought, oh, gracious, that's going to show like crazy, but it's okay. It's okay. I got on my pink top today, and I just felt like pearls today. I just felt like wearing pearls. Do you ever just feel like pearls? You just putting on pearls on a rainy day, you just kind of feel like, I don't know, Jackie O? I don't know. Oh, but anytime I put on pearls, I just feel better. So I put on my pearls today, and my little pearl bracelet, and a couple little pearl bracelets over here that blend. So that's kind of what I got on today. What they are, I don't know. What brand they are, I don't know. I've had them for years, and I have a drawer full of pearls, so I do like pearls, and that is my birthstone, by the way. Next month is my birthday. So anyway, moving right along. Ladies, if you do any type of dermaplaning, if you go to the salon to do dermaplaning professionally, you know, they take care of everything, keep everything nice and clean. They should. If you find out they don't go back. But I do dermaplaning. Dermaplaning, as a matter of fact, while I'm right here, I'm going to be doing a dermaplaning on my face. Probably it's due, I'm due, and I do that at home. And I'm going to take you along with me, and I'm going to show you how I do my dermaplane my face. So tune in for that. If you're over 70, or some of you way before 70 have to do dermaplaning. So it takes all the day. We'll touch on that later. But anyway, getting back to dermaplaning. If you do the home dermaplaning and you have what I have, or if you just have those little razors that you buy that you can use, you know, that disposable ones, just make sure you use it one time and one time only, even though you disinfect it, because it's going to be dull. It's going to maybe cut you. So just use it one time and discard it. But what I use here, and like I said, the next, maybe next week, 2 weeks, I'm due, so I'm going to be doing dermaplaning. So make sure you tune in, stay with me, and check me out on dermaplaning, because I'm going to be dermaplaning my face. The one I use is Dermaflash. That's what I use here. And I have this, and this is what I use. Since I'm retired, I have no means to the professional that I used to work with, but this is the Dermaflash that I use. And that blade, no, there's a way that you put that in there, and it kind of vibrates like to do what you need to do. But anyway, I'll show you all that when we do it. But if you do your home dermaplaning, whether it's with the little razor, dispose it and keep it nice and clean. If you do this, keep this nice and clean also, because you don't want any infections, any bacteria on your skin. You've got to keep your skin nice and clean. And that holds true with the little Flawless. If you use the little Flawless, for those of you that have this, I have this because periodically I'll use this for a little hair or two every now and then, you know. But that's what mine looks like. And if you use these, just take that little cotton. If you don't have those little cotton things, just the alcohol pads, you know that. Just take a little cotton pad with alcohol and just go over that periodically. Just clean it out every time you use it, and just go over that and make sure it's good and sanitized. And that, you know what I'm talking about, the little Flawless thing, you know. And that's what it sounds like. Hold it near my microphone, you could see. And it just vibes, you know. That's the one I have that I use every now and then. But I find strays or something. But just keep it good and sanitized. And like I said, you'll have less problems. So let's see. I want to talk to you also about your makeup brushes. Keep your brushes nice and clean. This just happens to be my big It Cosmetic powder brush that I brought down. And I love this. I love this powder brush. It just, it blends so well. I love the It Cosmetic brushes, period. Keep your brushes nice and clean, whether it's your powder brush, your blush brush, any of your brushes. Clean them, especially the eye brushes. Keep the eye brushes especially clean, because you don't want eye infections again. Keep them nice and clean. And what I use to clean mine is the It Cosmetic brush bath, and I just spritz a little bit on a paper towel, spritz it back and forth. But I don't only use this, ladies. This I don't only use this, even though it's got a preservative in it. I also give my brushes a good bath, and I put a little bit of disinfectant in it. I would probably say I do this about every 10 days to 2 weeks. I put a few drops of disinfectant and the scrubber, and I go back and I clean my brushes really good. And then I put the guards on them. And you can get brushes. Most of your brushes will come with brush guards, and they're the little guards there. And if you rinse them, and then you put the guards on there, the little sleeves, and you let them dry that way, they're going to hold up much better for you. So that's what I do. I'm just sharing what I do. So I hope that you have enjoyed the little 10 tips that I am reminding you of that will, in your cosmetics, that will keep you, your cosmetics, if you'll keep them clean, your tools that you use, everything from the products such as your mascara to your eyelash curler, right down to everything you put on your face. Just think about it. You will not have irritation, you won't have problems. As we all know, if you keep things clean, you are going to have less problems. So I thank you for watching today. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really don't know what it means to me, just that you tune in and stay with me every Thursday and continue to follow my channel. That really means the world to me. And I try to keep it real here on my channel. As a matter of fact, I do keep it real. So whatever you see, whatever is going on here, it's real. I just can't thank you enough for your time today and coming back to see me. And again, I'm having a birthday next month. I'll be 74, and about the middle of June. And I have had no fillers on my face. I have no Botox, no fillers of any kind. I do color my hair. My hairdresser colors my hair and highlights it, and I like to keep it that way. But and another thing I want to remind you of down the road, like I said, next week or 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be doing dermaplaning. So stay with me and I'll show you how I remove the hair from my face. You don't want to miss that one. If you're interested in that, I'll show you how Lee does it. And I'm going to be doing a Q&A, a question and answer. And if you have questions for me, just jot them down and put them in the comment section. Leave me a comment and let me know your question. So when I do the Q&A, I'm going to pick several that I'm going to answer some questions about me. So you can ask me anything personal. You can ask me anything. I'll tell you. And I just told you my age. So that's about as personal as you can get. So what kind of cosmetics I use, what's my favorite, my this, my that. Just leave it in a comment. Leave me a comment and let me know. Let me know your questions so I can pick some favorites and I'll take it from there. So again, I thank you for your time. I hope it's beautiful where you are. We're getting some much needed rain. I can hear it on the roof right now. And do come back to see me. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And I want to leave you with my favorite words. Go out and make today better than yesterday. And always remember that I love you.